I'm a bad motherfucker.
All right, Jimmy. Look into the Havara Agreement between Nazis and Zionists signed in 1933 that promised them safe travels to Palestine before
the Zionists were in bed with Hitler,
the world.
by the way, just so you know.
Thank you, Magic Marquardt.
I think that's why Bibi is saying the Holocaust wasn't Hitler's idea. I think Bibi is trying to acknowledge that when he makes it like, you know, Palestinians are worse than Nazis. I think that's what he's trying to reference with that.
Okay, thank you. Hey, Kate Katwas, not all of us millennials are shit libs. We're ruled by boomers, and Generation Xers are following their lead. But maybe BlackRock will lend us a home one day. Kate Katwas.
How about if we drop generational astrology altogether?
Oh, why? I like to divide.
I'm a Gemini myself.
Well, we all know that I'm a Latin XX. Anyways, Charles Schwab has cancer. Any word if the cancer is going to be okay? Hey, the fact that not even the Democrats bring up the longest serving Republican was Denny Hastert. Oh, I read that one. And he was a serial pedophile. Yeah, nothing to see here. Why is nobody about the root cause of all the problems, the monetary system? Nothing will change if we keep it. Hey, Karen Burns, see you, girl, in Pennsylvania. That'll be fun. Our number one problem is the people have rights. Oh, look at you, DVJ. The only truth is joy. That's kind of hard to find right now, Squigs. Hey, damn it, Klaus Schwab. A spark heart is best. Thank you, spark heart is best. All right, so let's see here. What did I miss? Love, empathy, gratitude, integrity, truth. Now that's legit. And Jay is a weasel. Love you all. Atlas Rise. Look at you, Atlas Rise. Hey, Jimmy. Trumper here. Trumper. My girlfriend and I are going to go to a Jordan Peterson talk. If they have a Q&A, I'll definitely ask him about his position on Bibi, Israel, and Judaism.
Ask him how much he got paid. Now, you found out, Kurt, he got paid, Jordan Peterson.
I was told $60 million by Daily Wire, his contract.
His contract from the Daily Wire is $60 million.
Yep. But you know, 50 million, 60 million, that's like the magic number for a lot of stuff you hear about.
Yeah, if you get to ask him a question, ask him how much he got paid by Ben Shapiro's Daily Wire, and has that influenced your position on Israel Palestine? And let's just see what he says. I would like him to say yes, it's influenced me a lot. Then I could like him. At least he's being honest about his horribleness.
Because his suit's going to tell you the truth because it's two wacky colors because his mind has to hold cognitive. Here, I'll be a psychiatrist. He's got cognitive dissonance. So you're seeing it manifest in his outfits as if it was Kyle Kalinski's hair.
Great analysis. Thank you, Dr. Kurt Mexican. We really appreciate it. All right, let's see. Let me see what else I have here. Oh, I read that one about the monetary system. Oh, where'd that one go? Russia unveiled hypersonic nukes back in 2018. I watched it live on RT at the time. Presentation by Putin is still on YouTube. Derek, thank you, Derek.
Okay.
All right, back to Jimmy. Okay, here we go. Hey, Steph, you forgot you're not a Latin XX. You're a Latin XXX. Bing-a-bing. Thank you, Sparky. All right, here we go. Next one is... hey, Kurt, can you elaborate on your dislike for Peter Zeihan? He sent my BS meter off with his Ukraine coverage. That's from Jack.
I want to do him with a fake ponytail on and call myself Zeter Pie Hands. And here's why I despise him. He's like a soothsayer for Empire. So every time he talks, so he's still talking about the war with Ukraine that they're losing. We all know they're losing at this point. He's still talking about it like maybe they could win. He never brings up, here's the thing he'll never bring up, the amount of human deaths in any of this. He'll know everything about how much potash they produce in a region. Never brings up the human, because none of that shit matters. Not one part of it matters. And he's always in some beautiful background. I can't tell if he's gay or straight. I hope he's gay and not a straight guy, like married to a woman, because he's certainly closeted if he is married to a woman.
Okay.
He's ruining her life.
All right. Thank you for the response. Much appreciated. Hey, Jimmy Trumper here. Oh, I read that one. Trumper. All right. Next one. Hold on. Stop. All right, let's see what this one says. Hey, Steph and JD, here's a restaurant recommendation while in Strasbourg. The Stone Bar Inn is a great place for dinner. It's cozy, off the beaten path, and great service and strong drinks. Enjoy Funky Lollipop. I noted it. I took a photo of this. So we always do get hungry. That's for sure. All right, next one. Let's see what this one says. Yes, Zionists were in bed with Nazis. I wonder how many people think that relationship ended. Vientikis prime. Thoughts on having Ryan Dawson on from the anti-neocon report on the Jimmy Dore show. We will recommend him at the next production meeting. We have a long list going. I know a lot of people are looking forward to having Professor Wolf back on. We've reached out to him. We reached out to Rand Paul, looking to see when he might come back on. All right.
Are you, okay,
Or
just randomly,
not back. I mean, on.
do you ever see the debunking of the George Floyd autopsy? It says he wasn't killed from the officer at all. You know, because it was, people say it's fentanyl he died from.
Right.
So here's a debunking. Ready?
Yes.
That's false. So it's okay. Social media users are saying he died of an overdose. While the page says he had fentanyl and methamphetamine in his system and did not have life-threatening injuries, the floor report concludes Floyd died from cardiopulmonary arrest, not an overdose. Are you shitting me? So he just happened to have a heart attack, but they didn't say it's an overdose of meth, and he was on meth and fentanyl. He didn't die from, so the cop didn't murder him. That's what the fuck that means. That whole thing was fucking fake.
So why would you ever need to push your knee into somebody's neck? Hold on. Come here.
Oh, well, probably because they pass counterfeit money and they're not submitting to arrest, and they're on methamphetamine and fentanyl. In fact, I thought it was just fentanyl. I didn't know about this meth thing until just now. But I don't know if you've ever been a junkie, but when I was, the thought of having to go to prison and withdraw would have made me resist arrest.
Right.
But that's what they train the cops to do. This is, the whole thing's bullshit. The whole thing's bullshit. What happened? Oh, the dog. What, I gotta fill time with my George Floyd anger now?
What do we do? Okay.
Yeah, the reason you need to do that is because that's how the city trains them to do that. So the responsibility would then be on the city if that was wrong. But he didn't die from that. This is the debunking with the people on the side of the cop murdered him. The cop didn't murder him. So that's fucking wrong. That's wrong.
Right.
By the way, nobody cares about a junkie. Charles DeWitt said this, and he's right. Nobody gives a shit about a live junkie. After they die, you can use them for something all of a sudden. But black lives don't matter if they're junkies. Well, the black people hate them. They're over. They buy stuff cheap off them. They use them for sex, and that. Like, the reality is, this whole thing was bullshit. Because people are mad at cops for real, and it's an easy thing to use. And now people will be begging for cops. Give it. Anna Kasparian's already there.
Yeah. Hey, thank you, Kurt. Mexican. National Pentagon Radio, William Blum, called them. His book, Killing Hope, Forgotten, History of the CIA, is a must-read. It covers all the 72 military interventions the USA did with World War II, and it's to about 1995. Even bin Laden told the West to read his books. Conservative, is it Zaytians? XTIANS? Call NPR, National Palestinian Radio. Totally false. They're Zionists through and through. Hempcar. All right, Hempcar, I know you have another one here. NPR even said once after the conflict in Ukraine that it's not about facts. It's about feelings. What's happening in Ukraine made me feel feels. It was maybe about a month or two after the conflict when Russia stepped in, probably on 1A or some program. Recall Yuval Noah Harari said, "Science isn't about facts, it's about power, world power."
Did he literally say that?
I don't know, but this is what Hempcar is saying. They're saying people hate us for good reason, so turn off facts. Thank you, Hempcar. We'll have to look that up.
Well, you see the cloud seeding shit, geoengineering they're doing? Dubai has those floods because they did too much of it.
No, tell me, what is that? Oh, the cloud seeding.
Yeah, and so they have a project, you know, that blot out Not to blot. Let me debunk your misinformation that they're blotting out the sun. They're just spraying chemicals in San Francisco. They're going to test it, spraying chemicals for climate change, and they're keeping away from the public because the public might not be into it. That they're saying this openly. I don't know why they're saying that. Like, why would you? I guess because the public is too stupid to even look at what they're doing. Yeah. All the crazy things are true now. I don't know if you saw that. They're controlling the weather now, but not controlling it, just making it worse.
You know, I don't have that. I know you asked about Yuval Harari. I don't have that quote exactly. I just see on CBS News he's being quoted. Let's see.
His little pointy ears. I mean, he really does look like a familiar to a worse entity, which I guess would be Klaus Schwab.
All right, let's see here. Let me see if I have something else here. Yes, I read that one about Vientikas Primi. Read that one about Ryan Dawson recommending. Yes, I got that. Let me see if there's another hemp car, or Rockfin rather. All right, I got that. And I know somebody asked us to look into the the Harari agreement, and so I found something on foreignaffairs.com to look into that agreement, the secret pact between the Third Reich. I haven't read anything about that. So,
you never heard of that?
No, I didn't. I'm always amazed about everything that you have read about, Kurt. I'm like, when did you read that? You know, because you were talking about that one video with Jimmy about the guy who invaded Donald Trump's property.
Oh, Jonathan Oddie.
Okay, yeah. And I started to watch that one and all the weird things that he said. And that was from 2018, right?
He said Ben Meislis he brought up, who's a lawyer related to Diddy. Ben Meislis is from Midas Touch. Remember Politics Girl?
Yes.
All that other shit? That's him and his two brothers are the pieces of shit that make that. They're the ones who dredged up the Joe Rogan N-word thing from back in the day to try to ruin him for Big Pharma. The Meislis brothers. So Ben Meislis.
Yes, I know exactly who you're talking about.
So Jonathan Oddie brought him up in that. And at the time, I didn't even notice that. That went right over my head. But the Diddy thing's connected to way more than P. Diddy. He's Epstein. It's Epstein, part of the same fucking network.
Well, yeah, you know, isn't it curious that it was 2 weeks ago that they raided his... So they say that, didn't we see like on different videos that Diddy, was it Ice-T that called Diddy a Fed? So somebody was asking...
T or Cube?
Was it Ice Cube?
I don't know. A lot of people called him. Well, because... If you're a confidential informant, you can get away with a lot of crimes for quite a long... You're not allowed to murder people. You can get away with all kinds of crime. And then they do murder people, you know, Whitey Bulger.
So somebody was asking, and what do you think about this? Well, if he was a Fed, why would the Feds raid his home? Or homes, rather. I think Miami and L.A.
Okay. Who knows who he worked for? Jonathan Oddie said he was the Black Illuminati is the term he used.
Yes.
The Boule.
Yes.
It sounded like, now I don't buy that Tupac is still alive in Cuba. I doubt that. But I'm sure P. Diddy would blather this nonsense to him while they're on drugs. He wasn't like a sex slave, like he's being paid to be a sex slave. That's what he's explaining. He was from a porno called Dancing Bear, which is like, it's like, I don't know if it's fake or real, but it's like bachelorette parties where there's a male dancer and the girls suck him off. And it's like a porno. So
who was in that?
The guy, Jonathan Oddie.
Okay.
He's like a Miami, you know, that's a huge industry.
Okay.
All right. We're ready. Back to Jimmy. Okay, here we go. I'm no star athlete, but my youth party drink was to get loaded, then charge girls $20 to punch me in the face. I create athletic opportunity. Stoop sign. Heard from George Galloway? Biden got $11 million from AIPAC. All right. In 25 years, we went from billionaires becoming real into trillionaires becoming real as minimum wage remained stagnant. Exploitation making $5 million a year. It is breadcrumbs. 45K a year is slavery.
Forbes says there's no trillionaires yet. Oh. Forbes said we may have one, but we don't yet. I'm joking. Come on.
If you haven't checked out Cancel This Clothing Company, you should. He does great research on the oligarchy and deep state, and I believe he's a fan. Sojourner, thank you. Hey, all right, I read that one.
Oh, when My Derp with Kurt podcast comes out, yeah. I'm going to have some Derp State shirts made. You can join. That'll beat my...
Derp
you
State.
can join the Derp State with Kurt.
I like that. Somebody was, there was some question about you doing a UFO.
What's that?
Do you do a UFO podcast, or have you
Oh,
guested?
no. I'm gonna. I got some good people lined up for it. It's just I haven't had time to start yet.
You're a very busy man.
I shot 8 episodes of a podcast that never came out because of the guy who was a scumbag
Right.
that I was involved with. So I think I can still release those. I hope I can. But I know more stuff now, so it's better to just redo them.
All right. So long as societal engineering maintains a perpetual conflict of us versus them, oppressor versus oppressed, and left versus right, instead of tyrants and versus oppressed, we're screwed. Nuremberg trials must start. Snuggle struggle. The whole point of protesting is to disrupt business as usual. Otherwise, it's completely pointless. Therefore, any effective protest would be illegal. Please consider inviting Professor Michael Hudson on to discuss geopolitical economics before he dies, as he's in his mid-80s. I think Professor
Is he?
Michael Hudson is so old he's godson
I
of
don't think he-
Trotsky.
I don't.
Seamus.
I don't think he's that old. Not the
Uh,
Michael Hudson I'm thinking of.
Yes, okay, I read that would be it because I saw the whole trial and I have passed the bar in New York. I believe the evidence shows beyond a reasonable doubt that Chauvin's action contributed to Floyd's death, which is enough for conviction. Candace Strike. Thank you, Candace Strike. All right, let's see what this one. Yes, this one is from Dix. A Kurt Metzger UFO podcast is needed ASAP.
It won't just be that.
It won't just be that, he
Yeah.
said. Hey, Kurt. Oh, I read that one about Peter Zion. Read that one about this. That one. Okay. Mark my words. The only difference between a wealthy person and a poor person is that the wealthy person has significantly more resources with which to inflict their stupidity onto the world. Vanticus Prime.
Okay, ready? Here we
All
go.
right, back to Jimmy. I support you, Jimmy, in your statement about yes. Yeah, we're all for people living their life that they want to live. That's great. I really don't understand. And we have a family member that was a professional or swam in college, and she's completely open to trans competing in that sport. And I just went, I'm
She doesn't
so
compete anymore.
She doesn't
No.
compete
Yeah,
anymore.
well, there you go. There you
But,
go.
you know, for me, I
I
can't
was
believe
aghast.
there's not greater outrage on the part of athletes. And you know what? Maybe there is,
No,
but
there
that
is.
news is being suppressed.
Of course. And also, what's the name of the game? Remember the guy, who's the guy, Greg Louganis. Greg Louganis, Olympic champion, who should have, he was on weed. It turned out he was gay and had HIV and everybody didn't like him. So at this day and age, that guy should be a zillionaire of an icon and of an athlete. And he got screwed out of that. Everything's about your endorsements when you're done. You know, nobody's watching track like they watch football or something. So you got to toe the line, because how are you going to make a living as an athlete if you're not getting endorsements and ads and all the shit that you need as a podcaster? So yeah, they probably are outraged, but they got to think about their future. And their future means same reason as stand-up. When Jimmy's like, oh, why are stand-ups not speaking out more? Because they know their future is based on not doing the thing that their job is. That's why. That's everywhere. That's sports. That's entertainment. Only a few crazies don't do the thing. Only a few crazies.
And
Baldi-
that would be, we would be considered those two crazies, Kurt. You and
Yeah, I am.
Baldi
certainly.
Pascali says a lot of the female athletes are on sports scholarships and that they'll lose if they refuse to play.
Right.
That's an interesting point. Thank you for bringing that
Rich
to our attention.
psychopaths run the
It's a very
colleges.
important point.
Right? So if Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation say that's what it's going to be, that's what it's going to be, or whoever the hell is the donor.
Steph21 recommends having Dr. Heather Haying on of the Dark Horse podcast to talk about trans activism. Great. Thank you for that one. Much appreciated. Steffi21. Did you smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, let's go over here. Mark my words. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Mark my words. The difference between a wealthy person and a poor person is that the wealthy person has significantly more resources. I read that one.
Okay.
Back to Jimmy. Good. I was wondering if you're going to
Good,
do
because
one
I'm
more
going to drink
story.
after this. I'm going to have to go drink again.
Kurt,
Hey,
And I'm not going to wear a mask. Oh,
all right.
get back with the weed.
Somebody
I'm going to
said.
do that too.
Somebody said Sean. One of Sean's very first criticism of Jimmy is literally that he didn't say nice things about the vax.
Yeah, that's like paid. That's a paid.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's he got ad
Spook.
copy. I'm not saying he knows MI6. Oh, they get a middle person, hire a middle person to go to this moron, and they give him ad copy to say. And that's why Horse Lord, for example, always supported Ukraine. The guy who hates all the bunch of Nazi people, all in on Ukraine support. Every single one of them.
Yep. So I want to show you this. Hillary Clinton went.
Jimmy, we need you to go over this. So can you step out of the room right now? All right. Yeah. Thank you very much. And maybe Betsy's outside if you could bring her in. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Jimmy's going to do a read. Here we go. Let's see. COVID was transmitted through flatulence, but no one wanted to be seen wear a butt muffler. Snorky. Thank you, Snorky. Nobody knew it was people wrong about COVID say to try to excuse how long they were wrong. It gives an excuse to the criminals who did actually know. Seaweed. Please have Jennifer Bilek at Gotcha on your show at 11th Hour Blog. She will tell you about Rothblatt and the transhuman agenda and the LGBTQ is cloaking for. Sarah, thank you. If someone says something like, you're not a biologist, so you wouldn't know, simply respond with, you're not an English major, so you wouldn't know what a biologist is. Vienticus Prime. Warren 22, message received, book received, wink, wink, say no more. Kurt is 100% correct. Got it. Everything that's happening right now is a battle between good and evil, truth and lies, reality versus inversion. God bless Jimmy for being a strong voice for the good side. God bless. This is Rich Sack. Thank you, Rich Sack. If you haven't checked out the Cancel This Clothing Company, you should. He does great research on the oligarchy, deep state, and I believe he's a fan. Snuggle struggle. So long as societal engineering maintains a perpetual conflict of us versus them, oppressor versus oppressed, and left versus right, instead of tyrants versus oppressed, we're screwed. Nuremberg trials must start. Snuggle. Please invite Professor Michael Hudson on to discuss geopolitical economics before he dies, and he's in his mid-80s. Think Professor Michael Hudson is so old he's a godson of Trotsky. Seamus, thank you for the reminder. Jimmy, saw you on the Duran. From Operation Mockingbird to the present, media has always been about mind control. Warren. Grindr gender filter allows people to search and be found by gender identity. 53 gender identities on the Grindr platform. Seamus. A few days before George Floyd, a black man, Jaden, beat an elderly white man to death in a nursing home. It was filmed, and good luck finding the original unedited video. This is why GF got ATT. Nappers. Okay. A lawyer being appointed to SCOTUS cannot define things. Lawyers, as part of their job, defines things. Hi, sweetie. Hi, 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 sweetie. Hi, hi. Come here. Where you going? Come. Where you going? All right, you're gonna. Where you going? Hi. Here. Come here. Hold on. Oh, come here. All right. This is Betsy, everybody. Betsy, there you go. Say hello to a good girl. She's got lots of personality. She's a little sweetheart. Yes, you are a little sweetheart. Okay. All right. Hold on. There you go. That's about good girl. All right, that's Betsy. Some wise guy once remarked that when a man's living depends on seeing a thing, he becomes adept at not seeing it. IB Cat, thank you so much, IB Cat. Let me see what's over here. I wonder how effective it is to protest Hillary and the other elites. While wearing a mask, I bet Hillary can't hear the protest because she's laughing at the irony of the person protesting seaweed. I don't think she is. I think it's great to protest the elites. I think it's important. And I really, I applaud those people that were out there that night and doing that because, you know, if you, I would hope more people would chime in. Do you think we're on the edge of an apocalypse? The new CEO of NPR is a fascist. Hillary is evil. And our 18 to 25. Check out Jimmy Dore Fans Fomenting Community link on X and Instagram. Jimmy Dore Fans Fomenting Community. Thank you. All right. Will you let Mr. Dore that I'm wrapped with chats? Okay, hold on. I will tell him then. Hey, go to Big Card 4. All right. Thank you. I just have to look for something right now. He's coming back in studio to do a read. Do you and Jimmy pray? If so, for what? Rich Sack, you can come back to me. I do. I would let Jimmy answer for himself, but I do. I pray for peace, and I pray and thank a higher power, God, if that makes it easier for you to digest, for the many blessings in my life. Oh, okay. All right. Let's see here. I'll just read this and this. Okay. Let me see. Anything else? Yes, you got to see Betsy. Yes, she is. And aren't those ears pretty cute? I know those ears are very. She has a lot of. She came running in here and I picked her up. She let me show her on camera. She's a little heavier than
a big baby.
Brownie. She is a big baby. She's a total big baby. Let me read these 3. I agree with you about protesting. I just think it should be done effectively. Well, that is effective, Seaweed. They were actually, I mean, look how we showed them today. So people will hesitate chiming in because they're wearing masks too. I think I almost think that they would chime in because they're wearing masks.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Let me read one more. Oh, back to Jimmy. Go ahead.
So, Field of Green's healthiest thing I do all day. So I don't get fruits and vegetables. But you get them through this. Once, look at this. You take a scoop of this. You put it in your water, whatever. Some people put it in smoothies. I like the taste of it. I think in the best way possible, it tastes like lemonade and fresh cut grass. If that's, but it maybe that doesn't sound appealing, but it is. And that's how it tastes to me. But anyway, it's nutrition and it's real food, right? So it's all like fruits and vegetables. It's not filler. It's not garbage. Here, what else am I supposed to say about it? So it gives you way more energy throughout the day. Misha can even attest to that. Misha said gave her more energy, correct? Misha says yes. Sleeping better through the night. I tell you, all I know is I am sleeping better. I'm doing a lot of things to help myself sleep better. Healthier hair and skin. Well, you tell me. You tell me. How's my hair and skin look? You tell me. It helps with digestion and feeling. It's overall better feeling overall. That's the whole point. So Field of Greens, it's radically different. Each organic fruit and vegetable was medically chosen to support heart and vital organ health. I trust Field of Greens to keep me healthy. I promise you're going to love this product, but if for any reason you don't like it, they'll give you 100% money back guarantee. Can you believe that? So, and I also, get this, we got you 15% off. That's the deal. Plus free rush shipping. So go to fieldofgreens.com and use the promo code Jimmy. That's all you have to do. That's the promo code Jimmy at fieldofgreens.com. Fieldofgreens.com. Get 15% off your first order and free rush delivery. How's that?
Really nice, Jimmy.
Okay.
You got another one?
I'm glad we have sponsors. I'm very grateful to sponsors, especially because there's products that I feel good about. Right?
Yeah.
I don't. I've had people offer me stuff to advertise, and I've said no. How about that satellite phone? So when I brought that satellite phone guy on, I was not even thinking about getting a satellite phone, and then afterwards, I'm like, hey, you know what? I think I want to get a satellite phone. I'm gonna get one. I think I'm gonna get one actually. Okay. Hey, get this. So we all know that the mainstream news media is not reliable. How can you trust them when they've never told you the truth about Russiagate, Ukraine, COVID, lockdowns, anything? Syria, Libya. That's where our sponsor, we have a new sponsor, Ground News, comes in handy. Ground News is an app and a website. And what they do is they gather related articles from around the world in one place so you can compare coverage. So it's not, they don't generate the news, they compile the news, and then they give you the visual breakdown of the news outlets and tell you if the source has a political bias, and if it does, what's the political bias, and how reliable that the reporting is, and who owns them. So it's super helpful and transparent. Check this out. So like if you search Russia-Ukraine, search Russia-Ukraine war, and you'll see how it's covered. Here, look, here we see 111 total news sources. 18 of them are left-leaning, 9 are right-leaning, and 27 of them are centrist. The bias distribution is 50% center, and it even shows their logos along with their factuality and ownership. So this is a pretty helpful, this is pretty, dare I say, use an old-timey term, this is a neat website. So it helps to do your own research. So this is a good way to do your own research. So you get there, you see that they help you by seeing what the bias is, by who owns these news outlets, but they compiles all different kinds of sources around one news story. So it gets you access to independent and international perspectives, not just nationalist sources with the same political agenda. It helps you find the discrepancies in how certain topics are covered and shows you how corporate agendas can influence the news you read. Sounds a lot like this show. Sounds like this website does what this show does. Sounds nice. So if you want to see it for yourself, go to ground.news/JD. ground.news/JD. Use the link below, and we're going to get you 40% off unlimited access. Go to ground.news/JD, and we're going to get you 40% off unlimited access. Think critically about the news you consume. All right. I feel good about that one.
Perfect. Nice work. Great. Nice work, Jimmy. I figured out who you're thinking about seeing tonight. I had to do a little bit of researchy there. All right, so people thought our doggie's pretty cute. I enjoyed the show today. Appreciate all of you. Eve and Eve. Thank you, Eve and Eve. I have a couple more. I have just a couple, and you can take off, Misha. You do what you need to do, and I sent you some titles.
I have one of them.
You can ask me right now. Okay. Yeah. Just do one cup. She might not be that hungry, but it's good. Let me look what I have. Which number? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's a typo. So, wait, yeah. Oh, I was going to do Bill Burr.
Oh, that's
not Clinton.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to do a thumbnail of Bill Burr and maybe
that makes sense.
an athlete.
Now
yeah,
okay.
That was a real quick one. I think I was, okay, that's it. Because I was looking at that one. I'm like, why would I have that as a thumbnail? All right, so hopefully, I don't know how I was able to do it today, but my head was on straight because we were warned that we had to do these. So take off when you're ready. Okay, I'll turn off the studio. Okay, if you say you don't laugh, you cry, that's too much like their script they want us to say. Say of you don't laugh, you occupy. DC, the cynic is the tyrant's best friend. Hempcar, love that. I agree with you about protesting. I just think it should be done effectively. People will hesitate chiming in with wearing their masks too. Seaweed, I love it. Did Neil deGrasse Tyson and Bill Nye the Science Guy promote non-scientific dogma at the height of COVID madness? Seamus, indeed they did. And I read the Jimmy Dore's fomenting. Do you think we're on the edge of an apocalypse? The new CEO of NPR is a fascist. Hillary is evil. And our 18 to 25? Check out Jimmy Dore Fans Fomenting Community link on X and Instagram. If you say it, I'm going to read it again. If you say, if you don't laugh, you cry, that's too much like their script. They want us to say you don't laugh, you occupy. DC, the cynic, is the best friends. Okay, enjoy the show today, Even Eve. Right back at ya. Right back at ya. I mean, effective as possible, but your positivity is infectious. Seaweed. Thank you, Seaweed. You're a doll. Yes, Seamus, got that. All right, did I miss anything? Let me see. I read that. Okay, let me put those in the trash so I don't repeat. Very complicated. I'm almost done, kids. I'm almost done. Let me see. What did I miss? What's this one? Kisses and cuddles from me for your little fur baby, Seamus. Thank you. Kisses and cuddles. She is hilarious. In the morning, she's a kick in the pants. She'll wake up, she'll shake, and you're like, oh, she's got to go to the bathroom. We need to stop calling these monsters elites. Let's replace that with something like the mosquitoes or the leeches. Leeches! I like that, Warren. All right, that was a good one. Even Eve, I got that one. Making sure I got the last couple, because sometimes they appear. Seaweed, I gotcha. Seaweed, I gotcha. Degrassi, hemp car, love it. Yes, I miss Brownie too. I had a dream of him. It was a good dream. I know. I'll try to get you some photos of Misha's feet for those of you who are big feet fans. That is so funny. Rich Sack, I read that one. Okay, let's go here. Apocalypse. Effective. COVID. Flatulence. Saw you on the Duran. Got it. IB Cat, Grinder, Sarah, Heather Haying, Balde Pascal, Nappers, P.W. Walker, Vienticus Prime, Warren, Rich Sack. Everything that's happening right now is a battle between good and evil, truth and lies, reality and inversion. God bless Jimmy for being a strong voice for the good side. God bless. Rich Sack. Snuggle Struggle. Soup Sign. Jack in the Box. Seamus. Okay, Stefy 21. Discs. Candace Strike. Mark My Words. Vienticus. Sojourner. 716. Nuremberg Charles Snuggle, Candace Strike. I just have to review because sometimes I might miss one. Don't forget about the American police and IDF training. Feel like a Palestinian yet? Vienticus Prime. Defending cops depriving citizens of oxygen is medical emergency. Blank state. You can't play the recordings of the oral arguments directly from the website Vienticus. Not sure if you're aware, Jimmy, but Cameron is the UK Foreign Secretary. However, because he is a sitting lord, he can't enter the parliamentary chamber and cannot be questioned by Parliament ever. Paul, I did not know that. Is that OJ Justice Alito? $1 million. Okay, Jack. Sparky. Funky Lollipop. Strasbourg recommendation. Russia Unveiled, Hypersonic. Derek, thank you. Zionists, Better Nazis, Vienticus. Thoughts on Ryan Dawson, recommended. All right, Love and Empathy. Why no good root cause problem monitor. Okay, Self-Becoming. I know, I'm just making sure. It takes a little time. I know, just making sure we get to it. Almost wrapping this baby up, girls. French modern philosophy came up with this idea. Read that one, Scorpion. Vegan, Kit Katwas, Havara Agreement. Very interesting. I'll be researching that one. Wadman Booth. All right, let's see anything here. Got it. The 60s, they called them bloodsuckers. Vampire class. Hemp car. Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, okay. That's it. We're on the road. We're going on a red eye tomorrow night. Okay. We'll be back, guest host on Friday and Monday. See you soon. Do something nice. Adios.
Isn't it swell? The memes make themselves. They found a rabbi hole, tunnels and all. There's Jews in the walls. Isn't it bliss? The rabbinical grace soiling the mattresses. Well, let me tell you. If I were Rabbi Shmuley and diddle 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 digga digga diddle diddle dum, all day long I'd diddle little bums. If I were a Shmuley man, I'd peddle all my dildos, dreidel dildos, selling dildos with my daughter and her mum. If I were a Jewish Shmuley man, I'd be digging with a dildo in my bum. I'd wear a grotesque nose and go grab some goyim right on the nipple with a pinch. A Shabbos lap dance brace for the youngest mensch.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you hate shitty coffee? I, for one, really hate shitty coffee, which is why I'm excited to introduce to you a company that's revolting against shitty coffee, and it's called the 1775 Coffee Company. Now, I haven't had it yet because I only drink decaf. Steph has had it. Steph, how do you like it?
I really like it. You know what? I have a French press, and so I've been using my French press and totally enjoying it. It's delicious. It's smooth. It's smooth.
So 1775, the world in 1775, the world awakened to a new era. And now it's 1775 Coffee Company is bringing you a coffee that embodies that revolutionary spirit. Crafted with passion and precision, our beans are ethically and exclusively sourced from the finest coffee beans farms of Bolivia. Didn't know that. 1775 Coffee Company's farm-to-cup journey ensures the highest quality of authenticity and sustainability from start to finish. With each sip, your palate will recognize and appreciate the dedication and passion that goes into crafting this single-sourced brew. 1775 Coffee Company takes pride in offering customers a truly exceptional coffee experience with their premium coffee collection. But their dedication to this revolution extends beyond the realm of taste. Safeguarding freedom of speech is critical right now, which is why 1775 Coffee Company has joined forces with Rumble in defense of one of our most fundamental rights, freedom of speech. Coffee that's sure to awaken all your senses, including the sense of freedom. So choose 1775 Coffee by going to 1775coffee.com, litter. That's LITTER. And use the code LITTER for 10% off the checkout on your first order. 1775 coffee, brewed to perfection, crafted with revolution.
Hey, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down there for more AM Joy and the rest of MSNBC. And click on any of the videos right here to watch the latest interviews and highlights. And you can get more videos from MSNBC for free every day with our newsletters. Just visit